And welcome to this week's episode of Nerd Flow, issue 35. And we're going to do a little house cleaning first. So, everybody out there, if you're not part of our Nerd Flow podcast, go on Facebook. Look us up, facebook.com/Nerd Flow podcast. Hit us up on Twitter at twitter.com/Nerd Flow. Hit us up on IG at instagram.com/Nerd Flow podcast. We also got Ask Nerd Flow podcast and Nerd Flow art. Like if you got any questions or any art you want to share with us, you can go nerdflowpodcast@gmail.com. Also, hit us up on YouTube. Shows go live like pretty much 5 minutes after each show we record. So they go live on YouTube, and you can just hit us up on YouTube channel at youtube.com/channel/UCX. Yo, we need y'all to go search Nerd Flow and subscribe so we can get our URL.
Bro. It's in the description.
Yeah, it's in the description. The link in the description. Yo, hit us up on the Facebook community page. Facebook.com/group/Nerdflow. And we giving 50% off Nerdflow t-shirts. So to get that, you go teespring.com/Nerdflow 1 year anniversary. Use promo code NF2020 at checkout to get that 50% off. And we also got a affiliate. So go to Superhero Stuff affiliate, and their website is sharesale.com. Search Nerdflow. Link will be in the description. So, been a while since I hosted, so y'all gotta forgive me on that. A little rusty. Alright, so we gonna get on some quick news. Alright, so ComicCon at Home will release the official trailer for Falcon and Winter Soldier. If you don't know what ComicCon at Home is, it's basically...
I was about to ask you the same damn question. Because I don't know what that is.
Basically, it's like everything else. Like if you like the shows and pretty much everything else that's been going on that used to go on, like it kind of like messed up like South by Southwest and everything else. ComicCon had time to prepare. Therefore, like they've been doing the video game awards and stuff like that, it's gonna be virtual. So
yeah, I can't wait to see what E3 is gonna look like, or whatever version of this we're gonna get, because I think, what's the guy's name? Gregory or Jeffrey is his name. He hosts the video game awards, and he has what's called the Summer Game Fest, and it's running for like I think like 2 or 3 months. And so that's what they're doing to kind of counteract. I think that's what they're doing to counteract being no E3.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's basically, from what I gather, what I think they're going to do is like there's going to be a main show. And then like if you wanted to participate and have your booth, like the cast booth, you know how they have like for a movie, how they have stars there and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They may do a virtual panel.
Okay.
So you know.
Hold on, man. We gotta first and foremost, we gotta introduce ourselves, because how bad are we? Because we could have new listeners. They like, who are these people talking to me?
My bad. That's on me. So
first and foremost, I'm Royalty Gaming, and he is Young Fly than the rest. Say what's up. We got Briario here as well. Say what's up.
What's up, people?
With the turban on the cam. And then we also have Tink, but her mic is muted for some reason. But she's here. So.
I'm
See, there we go.
hiding.
You're hiding.
I'm hiding in the car from my children.
Oh, you're hiding from your children.
I've had those moments in the past. I just never went to the vehicle, though.
So it's very dark. Hold on, I'm about to click on. It's very dark in here, but I am here. Okay.
It's like,
Ooh, Tink, it's official. it is official. iPhone microphones are trash.
Oh man, the bloopers of Briario trying to start up recording and trying to find a correct microphone and headphone was hilarious.
Oh wow.
Man, if only Tink was here earlier, like
he broke a set of headphones not too long ago.
and I broke a pair.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So let's get into these topics. We got a pretty lengthy show. So, first topic is Disney Plus has announced that there will be a Percy Jackson series. For those of you who don't know who Percy Jackson is, like, I'm a fan of the 2 movies I've seen. So I think Percy Jackson, like, it's been like a long time since I've seen the movies.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think about it. Like, he's like Hercules some type of way. Like, he's the son. He's like a demigod.
Yeah, he's the son of Poseidon.
Okay, I got something for y'all. Did you guys read the book series?
No, that was beyond. The book series came out like that when it was beyond me.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why this is big news, especially for Disney Plus, is because the author Rick, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Rick Riordan, who was Arthur of the Percy Jackson series. He's the one that made the announcement on Twitter, and he said, "We can't say much more at this stage, but we are really excited about the idea of a live action series of the highest quality, and it's following the storyline of the original Percy Jackson series, and it's a 5-book series, so I'm guessing it's going to be like a 5-season series."
Huh.
Well, that'd be cool.
And then they get behind it. They can create extra content.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're gonna be dealing with a young person and you just want to keep it based around Percy Jackson being a teenager, then eventually it's gonna get cut off after about 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah.
It depends. I mean, the squad of directors and producers on Disney. Also, if you want to just go ahead and throw the Marvel guys in there, because it's kind of like where most of the guys is really doing a lot of the footwork. You know, what's his name? Happy Hogan. What's his name?
Happy.
No, it is not his name.
I know. I can't freaking pronounce it.
Google is our best friend.
Why did his name slip my mind that fast?
Yeah,
I'm saying Happy. I haven't forgot the main real name. Jon Favreau.
Yeah, Jon Favreau, we got him, we got Taika Waititi, we got, the Russo brothers. So they got that's like the A-team of directors and producers over there. So I'm pretty sure them boys are just, whatever they need, they just call them up and they crank out something. So, I mean.
Yeah. Like.
Put some respect on their name, though, because.
Boy, they putting in work.
Right.
Like, I was watching something today. Like, how many of y'all watch the all-def digital stuff?
I do.
All right, so I see a future for Patrick Cloud as far as creating content and the fact that he is a pure. And when I tell y'all a pure, he's a pure gamer and anime head. His future, because like I watch his lives and stuff like that, and he be talk like he is one of us where he like trash, like when they put out that poster about Ryan Reynolds being One Punch Man. He said the first thing I said. He said, "Dude, the only comic book movie you ever need to do again is another Deadpool."
Facts.
That's exactly what I said. Like Ryan Reynolds, much as I love him, he is not One Punch Man.
You are no one else but Deadpool.
Like, you cannot be Satima. Or Satima. However you want to say his name.
There's somebody in the world that's trying to correct you at this point in time that they're listening to this.
Like, no, that's not for Ryan Reynolds. First of all, you have to understand what One Punch Man personality is like. Ryan Reynolds does not fit that profile at all. He is way too talkative. In every movie he's in.
That's very true. Hannibal King, we can go.
Six Underground.
Yeah.
Like he has him being the merc with the mouth fits him perfectly.
Exactly.
When he played Hal Jordan, that fit him perfectly as just being mouthy. The movie was trash as hell, but just Hal Jordan's personality fit him.
Good casting.
He would have been a better Flash, though.
Oh boy, he would have been a good not Barry Allen. He would have been a good
The other one.
Yeah, the other one. That's exactly what I said in my head. Like the other
about Wally.
No, not Wally.
I mean, Wally was sarcastic too.
Yeah. I'm trying to think the other Flash.
Hell, he almost would have made a hell of a Spider-Man.
He would have been, well, put it this way, he would have been a good, Ryan Reynolds would have been a good Jay Garrett. He looks like a Jay Garrett than a Barry Allen. He looks Jay Garrett. Like when you look at him, it's like, yeah, that's who that is. So
I got something I wanted to say.
What's up?
The creator. I'm going back to the Percy Jackson topic. When you have the creator of like these original stories, does that make it like give the film more leverage?
I mean,
it's gonna stay true to what it is.
I think that's what made the Harry Potter movie so good because JJ was involved in all those movies. Even though the movies aren't exactly like the books, she made sure the main points of the books were highlighted.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think when you have the author on hand, it tends to lead to a better movie.
Because they didn't have a good opinion about the movies that came beforehand. Like,
I actually like the movies that came beforehand.
Yeah, I like the movies.
I like to see the vision of it, right? But they say they didn't really have an opinion on like how they felt about it because they weren't.
Okay, so a lot of that kind of plays for them. It's like a double-edged sword for them, honestly, because it's always down to the fact that okay, how much money did this movie really make us? Did it do good the first week? That's what they base a lot of that stuff on. Like when you hear a movie, like you hear like an executive talk, it's like there's that, and then there's some other stuff where it's like, there's certain movies that are considered cult classics. But if you go look at their ratings, some of these cult classics from a rating standpoint sucked ass.
Man, for example, Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights is pretty much a cult classic, but it's like one of Eddie Murphy's worst, like bombing movies at the box office.
So cult classics just become people's favorites for whatever reason. They become cult classics, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the numbers can say that, like really they can say the complete opposite. Just for a prime example, just want to bring this up. Last goddamn Airbender on freaking Netflix being in the top 10. That's some bullshit. I'm just saying.
Like when I first watched that movie.
Lies, man. M. Night Shyamalan. One of those bad movies.
It's not that bad.
It's not.
Like when I first saw it, yes, the nationality is wrong. And I did not appreciate the fact that they was calling him. I did not appreciate the fact they was calling him Ong instead of Aang.
Exactly. But you know what? I actually read up on that, and he wanted to go with the Chinese version of his name. I'm like, but
worldwide his name is Aang.
If you would have, if you read why, because he even says it in the description of why you went with a different name. They wanted to keep it more on a Chinese level. But I'm like, you're taking it away, though, from what the people are used to. So they're not going to understand your meaning.
Hold up. Because one person in this going to feel me on this. Because he know my sarcasm. So you want to keep it on a Chinese level. but get a white boy to play the character.
Was he white though?
He wasn't Chinese.
I mean, he didn't look Chinese on there either, though.
What Asian character does?
And the girl looked more Alaskan on the cartoon than Chinese. I mean,
Yeah.
Chinese.
I know. I didn't think he was Chinese. But I don't know. That's how movie goes, so I didn't think he was Chinese though.
I guess they played on the fact due to the fact that in that world you had a bunch of different cultures living together.
Right.
And they felt China was left out.
Ooh, that boy took that out. That boy pulled that out his back pocket.
I'm just saying, bro. It's like you had one job, M. Night Shyamalan.
One.
Take this great show and make it into a movie. That's all you had to do.
Into a movie. He had to Hollywood it,
But you know what? That's just how I feel. Like, I don't want no American company touching anime or anything remotely close to anime. Like, if they were supposed to do, damn, how am I going blank on this? Oh, goddamn.
What?
Samuel L. Jackson do the voice in the anime.
Afro Samurai?
Yes, my bad. If they did an Afro Samurai live action movie, I want the Asians to do it. They need to direct and write the script.
That would almost be the same thing if they called him Afro Samurai and he was, I don't know,
Faded Samurai.
Or from like Colombia or something, or Brazil or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's...
Don't forget, we still getting the freaking Cowboy Bebop movie.
I don't kind of have a problem with Cowboy Bebop. The casting so far is like legit. I mean, I think didn't somebody like
is that a Netflix show? Is it gonna be a Netflix movie?
Yeah.
You know what? When Netflix dropped Bleach and Full Metal Alchemist, I'm cool with Netflix now. Netflix learned that lesson after Death Note.
Still on there though. Anyway.
I mean, it's still gonna be on there, but as far as anime movies go, Netflix learned their lesson.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna shoot out some duds, you know. When you produce it at the high rate that they produce movies and stuff like that, they're gonna knock out some duds like that John Henry. But we're gonna digress and keep moving on.
Give me those 2 hours back.
The only way to say John Henry is if Disney did a John Henry.
No, man, no. The only way they can say that movie if from the Green Mile came back from the dead and did that.
Actually, he did. I think he has played John Henry before.
That's what
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because he played John Henry in I think the movie was called Tall Tales. Because they had I forgot the character's name. He supposedly rode a tornado, and I think they had like a bunch of. Hold on, let me Google that. But let me get to the next topic while I Google it.
I'll let you Google it.
Here we go.
Pirates of the Caribbean without Jack Sparrow. What do we think about that? And Karen Gillian, aka Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy, is supposed to be the new lead role as Red from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Woo!
Okay.
Who wants to start?
I will. Okay, first off, no. Just no.
Really?
We tried to make this movie before. This movie went into production without them doing Jack Sparrow. This movie is Jack Sparrow. You can't do the movie without Jack Sparrow. So that's the first part of that. And you can't even do it without Johnny Depp because there's nobody else on the freaking planet that's gonna play it as good as him. So that part's aside. Second part. I don't ever have problems with, people putting females in place of males in roles or whatever the case may be. I have zero problem with that. But it's always a problem when you feel there's an agenda behind it and there's not a good reason to do it. Like, for example, people can't get upset because they want to make Thor a female, because Thor is a female in the current comic book arc of Thor. It just makes sense. That's what's going on right now. But I feel like, they're just reaching, We should just put a female in and just to. I get the whole thing while like everybody when kids grow up, I want to see somebody that looks like me in whatever form of media. I get that. That's cool. That's but you ain't gonna make Black Panther 3 and he be like, I don't know, like Hispanic or something. That's not gonna go. It's Black Panther. It's Wakanda. It's in Africa. It's not gonna work. So you can't do it without Jack Sparrow. Sorry.
And this is what I'm gonna follow up with. Any character that Johnny Depp plays is his character. Nobody else can ever play that character again. I'm sorry. I don't want to see nobody else play Sweeney Todd. I don't want to see nobody else play Edward Scissorhands. Damn sure don't want to see nobody else be Jack Sparrow. Like, Jack Sparrow is Johnny Depp. Like, he embodied that character. Mm-hmm. Like, it's other stuff. Like, even him being in Fantastic Beasts, as I forgot the name of the character he played in Fantastic Beasts. But I don't want to see, like, I want to see Johnny Depp continue to play that character. Don't change him up like y'all did Dumbledore.
And the other part of that, too, with the whole Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't like... We talked about this last night on After Credits with the Bad Boys 3 thing. I'm tired of movie studios trying to make spin-offs of stuff when characters haven't been flushed out. I don't know you. Why I care about you? Why I want to go see your movie? I don't, because I don't freaking know you, and that's why I will bomb, because I don't know you. So it's like, flush the character out. Or... for example, the character Orlando Bloom played in Pirates of the Caribbean. He can get a movie. We actually like him. Mm-hmm. Like, you can do that. Like, stop trying to, like, put people in one movie and then, they should get a movie now. Like, no, you don't get a movie. We need to... Because
I felt like...
No, you didn't care about you.
Because I felt like Legolas and the Dwarf should have had their own movie outside of the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Tink, Riario, y'all go on this topic.
Well,
okay.
If Jack isn't in it, I don't want to see it.
Facts.
The main reason why I want to see Pirates of the Caribbean is because I want to see Jack Sparrow act the donkey. That's the main reason. I can care less about a new character because it's not about new characters. It's all about how Johnny's going to act in this role. And that's it.
You know what I equate that to? That's like going to watch the Bernie Mac show and they brought somebody else in to be Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
Exactly. That would be a uproar when that man... Because I think, wasn't the show still going on when he passed? Or was it just syndicated?
No, it had ended. It was just syndication.
But that would be like... That would be a great example of that. If he had passed away during the time of the show and then they just say, we just going to insert... we're going to insert D.L. Hewley in his place. No, you're not.
Just like how the Fresh Prince, they just switched up Vibs on us.
Bro, it took me a while to catch it. I ain't gonna lie. When I was growing up.
It took you a while to catch it. Viv went from being dark skinned to light skinned.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. A while to catch it.
It wasn't that. It was just like I didn't see it for a while, and I was like, man, what happened? It wasn't the fact that I couldn't tell one over the other. That's not even the case. Come on now.
Like Family Matters, they changed Harriet's on us. Harriet went from being a dark skinned, raspy voiced woman to a short, light skinned, soft voiced woman. Come on, man. Yeah.
Well, I think why? Because, so on Fresh Prince, the light-skinned lady that played it, she still kind of like... she embodied it still a little bit. Where when on Family Matters, when they changed it, it was just like nah. It's just what you call it brought to the role on Family Matters. It just can't. It just wouldn't. I'm sorry, it couldn't be duplicated.
Like the reason they changed, like it was almost the same reason, and then the shit happened at almost similar times. The two women that played Harriet and Aunt Viv pretty much left the shows for the same reasons, because the shows ended up becoming more about a certain character than Family Matters was supposed to be a spinoff of Silver Spoons, if I'm not mistaken, which the lady that played Harriet was, it was supposed to be her show about her and her family.
Bro.
But then when Urkel came along, it ended up being Urkel's show.
I thought, I thought it was supposed to be Urkel the entire time because Urkel did so well on that one appearance on Full House.
Urkel was supposed to be a guest character on Family Matters.
Well, I mean, he appeared on Full House, so that's why I thought, that's why the show spun off into Family Matters, and he was just, so I guess they were trying to put in just,
what happened was, if I remember correctly, he did a guest spot, because it was, Miller Boyette is the production company that made both of those shows. When he did the guest spot on Family Matters, because, his first premiere episode, Carl tried to hook Laura to take her to the dance. Mm-hmm. And it was supposed to be a one-hitter quitter. The crowd responded so positively to him that they brought him back. Then he ended up on Full House, just trying to get him some work because they were trying to develop his character. Yeah. So they put him on Full House. He could have ended up on Full House or Family Matters.
Yeah. Interesting. Boba Fett will be coming to the Mandalorian.
So the fake Mandalorian coming to the Mandalorian.
The fake Mandalorian.
So they're not the same people. Same person, I mean.
Yeah.
Say what?
They're not the same person.
No, I'm saying he's not a real Mandalorian. He's not a part of the He's
not part of the lineage. He just wears the armor.
Yeah, he's a fake Mandalorian. He's just using the armor. He don't abide by their rules because Boba Fett was walking around without his helmet on. We saw that in the prequels. Yeah, well, that was Jango Fett.
Yeah.
Only reason Boba Fett put the armor on because his daddy got killed and he wanted revenge, and he became a bounty hunter.
So, here's a quick thing. Young, do you remember when EA was going to do this Star Wars night? What was it? 2093 or something? It was something like that. They were So they revealed recently, about a couple months ago, that was going to be the Boba Fett game, but it's canceled. So, but I just thought I'd share that.
So basically,
how does Boba Fett? That's all I'm gonna.
We'll find out.
We still don't know. Okay, so he should, because he should be dead because he fell down in the worm on Tatooine. So, and this after the Empire been destroyed, what's going on in the Mandalorian?
So I still think Mandalorian is secretly underlining about clones, and I feel that this Boba Fett
it can't. Oh, it might be, but
that's how everybody got the theory about Baby Yoda might be a clone, but I don't think it's a clone because it has powers.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But it's possible if they use Yoda DNA where they got it from, I wouldn't know. But it's possible if they use Yoda DNA to create the clone that he inherited those traits to have the powers.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. I think the Boba Fett. I think the whole. I'm telling you, I really do feel that's what it's the underlining part of it is going to be about. I think that's the underlying part that this is some new Clone Wars shit.
Because in Star Wars Legend, when they was talking about Yoda and his race, because Yoda is not the first of his race to be a Jedi.
Right.
And the reason that a lot of his race have been Jedi is because they're more in tune with the Force than any other race.
Right. Right.
So they pretty much born with high midi-chlorians and stuff like that.
Keeping with the theme of Star Wars, Taika Waititi is going to be directing a Star Wars movie. This came out on Star Wars Day. Was announced on Star Wars Day. So, he has a good track record of like making good movies and stuff like that. I just don't be one. I know he did Ragnarok. That was part comedy, part action movie. I just don't like movies that should be about space drama and all that type of stuff to be too heavy on the ha 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 and keep it want the drama.
I mean,
explosions.
Guardians of the Galaxy is more of a comedy than
right.
Yeah,
and he did. Well, no, that was what you call. That was James Gunn.
Because the third Thor was more of a comedy. But you know what? It made sense now. It made sense why they made the third Thor the way it is, because he ended up with the Guardians.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, once I saw that at Endgame and stuff like that, it started to make more sense to me.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all noticed this. Speaking of Thor, and this is just more stuff that I think about when we record, like some stuff. So, does anybody know? So, for example, in I think it is in Ragnarok. So I know somebody asked the question like, why did his father go to? I think it was Norway when he died. I remember somebody asked me, like, why did he die in Norway of all places? Well,
that's where the Vikings are.
Well, the people of Norway worship them as gods. The people of Asgard, that's their gods. So that's why he went there. A lot of people didn't catch that because it's actually in the very beginning of the first Thor. And it's a part I never realized that it was there. When I watched it the first time, I was like, wait a minute, okay, and I saw when they said, and they showed a clip in Norway. I'm like, this makes sense now. So that's why he went there to die. So
yeah,
those who didn't know.
All right. Well, next topic is: should Disney have released their spring movies due to the success of Trolls and others that's been released this spring?
That's
it would have been nice.
Okay. For us who love their movies, we gonna say yes. But business-wise, the way Universal then clocked money off of Trolls just because people couldn't go nowhere, it's gonna be.
I think I would have did a test at least. Like Black Widow would have been released. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people would rather watch that at home anyway.
Yeah. It's really touch and go at this point with a lot of these movies, because pretty much if you think about it, we hadn't really discussed this in entirety, but phase 4 has been shifted dramatically.
Yes,
because Black Widow is November now. November was held up by the Eternals. Eternals have been pushed to February of 2021. So.
And then you got to think about it now. They talking about it may be another round of coronavirus come to the winter, the fall, around flu season. So I got a feeling I'm hoping it's not going to happen. I'm not trying to put that out in the universe, but just in case it do happen, I got a feeling we're finna be watching a lot of movies at home.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And I'm just letting people. Just have your popcorn and your snacks ready.
Oh, always ready. I watched the what's the spy movie that has Will Smith in it, and turns into the damn pigeon.
Oh, I ain't never seen that.
I love that movie.
It was really funny. It was really good. It was better than I thought it was gonna be. Aside from them turning another leopard into an animal, but anyway.
They haven't had.
That's a thing, man. I'm sorry if people can be like say what they want to say, like just like no.
Started pigeons, with Disney.
Pigeons, frogs.
Started with Disney.
Just saying.
Like
man.
What Disney movie that had a princess in it? Did we deal with the princess being a different animal the whole movie, except for the first 5 minutes of the movie and the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Shrek.
Yeah, I was Shrek is one as well.
Yep.
Shrek ain't Disney though.
That's DreamWorks.
Well,
DreamWorks.
I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there.
That's true.
You made the choice.
No, what we mean is like, what's her name?
Put it on Disney.
No, to me, Shrek is really not even meant for kids. That's meant for teenagers and up. Shrek got too many adult innuendos in it.
Bro, every kid movie has adult innuendos in it. That's how they get us to sit in the movie.
Exactly. That's the only way you can keep an adult entertained in the kids' movies now.
Exactly.
Because
they got to put adult innuendos to keep us from falling asleep.
Stuff that cannot pretend that we did not see. Come on now.
Hey, to this day, I'ma always retain this, y'all. And Nickelodeon banned this show. Banned that cartoon. Now, true enough, we saw a lot of adult stuff, like as kids, Ren and Stimpy. When Granddad had a porn movie.
Speaking of
and
Ren and Stimpy,
Rugrats.
Something came to my attention about Ren and Stimpy, and as I get older, I start to realize more and more and more how this show.
But let me get this out before I forget.
Okay.
But I maintain this, and people be like, I don't remember that. Because we used to watch SpongeBob. Like, every time Nickelodeon said they was going to drop a SpongeBob, we would watch it because my sister was a big SpongeBob fan when he first dropped. So, SpongeBob was in his house making a cake. How the hell he was making a cake underwater, I don't know.
Mainly fires underwater. So, but
SpongeBob was trying to open the flower. I don't know what kind of flower bag he had. But
I know what you're talking about.
It spilled flour around his whole kitchen. And SpongeBob had flour on his face. So SpongeBob was like, oh, I made a mess. So SpongeBob made his nose real big, snorted up all the powder from around his kitchen. And you know how they do that close up on the eyes and the nose?
Yep.
Eyes were bloodshot and he had white residue around his nose.
Oh.
Never saw that episode again. Never.
They slipped one past Nickelodeon on that one, bro. Oh, that's funny. So with the Ren and Stimpy thing, somebody brought something to my attention. Okay, because like when Snapback mentioned the whole thing about Rocco being a sex operator.
Yeah, he was a sex operator.
Bro, I was a kid. My mind was not going that way, bro. I wasn't thinking like that. So I thought about something about Ren and Stimpy. Somebody brought to my attention. Like somebody was like, you know Ren and Stimpy was like a gay couple, right? I was like,
no.
There was one scene where.
Oh yeah. Because Stimpy was bent over.
Yeah.
Red was behind him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they described that to me. I was like, oh snap.
Was this before the adult series or pre-adult series?
This was before they started getting like weird, crazy.
This before
time to
MTV.
Show it. Yeah.
This before MTV.
This is on Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
You was like 2 years old then, so you don't remember.
I had the tapes, okay? I had the
that don't count.
Real Monsters. I had the Rugrats. So
that man say he had the tapes.
The orange tape, bro. The nostalgic tapes. I had the orange tapes.
Somewhere in America, there's a child that was born in the early 2000s. Tape. What that?
VHS.
Whole nother conversation. What's VHS?
Let me get to the next topic.
What's a tape?
That's exactly a tape. What? All I know is masking tape and box tape.
All right, so we finna get into a little game, man. Which, all right. So Ghost of
Tsushima.
Tsushima first gameplay looks amazing, and it was like played on the Unreal Engine for PS5.
Yes,
And
Ghost of Tsushima looks like okay. So if you are a fan of any like old like Japanese samurai movies or just karate in general, you can start the game in a sepia black and white to make it look old.
yes,
All of the armor in the game allows you to play a particular style and fashion. So like there's you can play pretty much unstealth or whatever, however you choose to play in the game, or you can play what's called the Ghost, which is being pretty much primarily stealth majority of the time. And then when you're playing as a ghost, when you're playing it in that particular style, and when you go in like an attack place, like people are legit scared of you. And I was watching gameplay from it.
But I'm just really looking at the visuals at this moment, like the visuals, y'all.
You can go no HUD. You can go no HUD, and to how you find your way to your next mission, you literally have to follow the wind.
Yes.
Which is dope.
Yeah. Pretty much, you got to turn into Pocahontas.
Yeah. It's true.
So, see, some of the kids born 2000 and old don't even know who Pocahontas is.
Avatar. No, that's the space version. My bad. Sorry.
But
did they even talk about her in school?
Right.
No, the person they talk about in school is Sacagawea. However you say it, man.
Yeah, because
Like,
they don't
talk
the
about
truth.
Running Bull. They don't talk about none of them. Like
They talk about
they talk about who?
Geronimo.
Man, they do that. Like they breezed over Geronimo with us. Like we had to go. Like the only reason we knew about Geronimo because it was one of them popcorn party movies.
Because if we got on the real subject of them actually molesting a 12-year-old child, it wouldn't go the same Pocahontas way.
Yeah, Disney grew Pocahontas up. Unless she was the tallest damn 12-year-old I ever seen.
Boy.
Y'all know how upset I was being young and then finding out the real story of Pocahontas. I'm like, oh,
Pocahontas?
I'm like, oh, she was a real person?
Ooh,
oh my.
No.
I found out, man.
You actually watch your childhood ruined. Like if you ever had children, this is how you ruin their childhood. Let them watch all the Disney princess movies and then give them the Brothers Grimm books. Then give them the Brothers Grimm books.
Oh, hey, when those guys showed up on those boats and then they delivered those blankets to them, and
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
they thought it was a nice gesture, but it killed off pretty much. Anyway.
Like the history they teach us, don't teach us the dark underbelly of that history.
We actually have to go relearn our entire history.
Like, they just tell you Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. They don't tell you what happened when Columbus made it.
Bruh. When you learn about Cortez, mother.
They don't tell you what Pizarro and Cortez and Magellan and all them folks did. They don't tell you about all that.
But they made cartoons about it, which was so crazy.
Of course. You're not going to paint the real pictures and make them look like the bad guy.
They just say the Pilgrims came and landed on Plymouth Rock. And they had Thanksgiving with the Native Americans, or as they say, the Indians. No.
The Indians that are no longer a whole
nation
race?
No more. They pretty much like they just spick and speckles.
A lot of them in Canada now.
My great grandmother was full-blooded Chickasaw.
Mm-hmm.
So, just like what I say, I kind of like, even though like My blood diluted by now, but still.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. So Unreal Engine. So Epic Games did a reveal of their Unreal Engine 5, and they showed the first ever gameplay of the PlayStation 5. And man, I have to say, it looks damn good.
Yeah, you know, Xbox, whatever you call one Xbox tall, PC tower. That's what I'm calling you from now on. I hope y'all. I hope y'all going and redoing y'all, because y'all gypped us. You were supposed to show us gameplay. PlayStation said, "Oh, they ain't got their shit together. Let me go ahead and show you what ours look like."
Still, we haven't even talked about price or features or anything like that yet. We still got so much to talk about in this next couple months.
You know what? At this point, we all know price don't even matter.
No, price is king. Price is king, man. And you know, and I'm gonna tell you why price is king is because Microsoft and Sony are playing they're playing price points to the chest, because PlayStation on PS3 they got burned.
Yeah, they
made a $600 system, and it was bad. And then Microsoft, the following year, they tried to go a different route with entertainment and the Kinect, and then PS4 straight up undercut them in price by $100, and 100 million units later, they still trying to catch up. Microsoft don't want to be in the same situation that they are in this generation, and PlayStation does not ever want a PS3 situation to happen again. With being
so basically they playing chicken. Who go drop their price first?
Yep.
And then whoever drop their price first, they gonna make their system cheaper.
And Microsoft's going to be the one that's going to end up dropping the price for it. And I'm telling you, I even said this when the PS4 press conference happened at E3. Sony had more than one price for the PS4. And
yeah,
they
said
that.
And
the Pro was the predecessor, was probably the system we were supposed to get, but we didn't get because of price point. They had two different, and I have a feeling they probably have 3 different PS5s.
Yeah, because the Pro came out too fast.
Yep.
The Pro came out entirely too fast.
Yeah. They definitely have at least 2 to 3 PS5 versions that they're rolling with. It all does the same stuff that they're saying, but there is definitely something in there that's different that allows them to make it cheaper.
I'm telling you, each of them got a better processor.
I mean, yeah, could be processing, could be. But
it's better processor and probably more RAM. Moving up.
They only can talk because they've already talked about what they have in there internally, so they can't really fudge that information. But I'm pretty sure there's some.
I think they
gave
us the base model, the cheapest model specs. Because it's gonna do what you like with a base model. It's just like buying a car. It's gonna do what you want it to do, but you also got the luxury series of that vehicle also.
Yeah. No, I've been seeing all these people putting up all this different stuff. I saw one a couple days ago of these 2 different storage sizes with these price points. I'm saying to myself, first of all, the hard drive companies don't even make their hard drives in those type of intervals, like 1.65 terabyte. That's not even a number they use. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and still,
pretty much. But it looks like that hard drive that's gonna be for that PlayStation looks like it's a proprietary unit at the moment.
They both. I think the route they're going with next gen is, yes, the hard drive is going to be a proprietary thing that they're going to kind of bank on. I think that's both sides. I don't think it's just going to be PlayStation. I think it's going to be Microsoft and it's going to be Sony that are going to really bank on the hard drive capacity as a proprietary thing for them to bank on, because. At this point, it's a digital world when it comes to the games. At this point, Microsoft has Game Pass. PS Now is continuing to grow. So, it ain't really about, freaking digital sales is starting to outpace hard copy sales. So the money is, the gross margin is really high. So
it's gonna get to the point where you're gonna be switching. I honestly feel like this gonna get to the point where you're gonna be switching out your hard drives like you used to do your memory cards.
Yeah. That's one of the things I feel that's gonna be really the proprietary thing that they really bank on. There's gonna be a lot of, because I mean, dude, come on now, from a standpoint of a company, the gross margin on like hard drives and just hard drive capacities in general, that stuff is cheap. They buy that junk in bulk.
Yeah,
they get good deals on, so they can jack up the price and make probably a good 80 to 90% gross margin off those storage devices. So, I
mean, Seagate been doing it.
Yeah. So
Toshiba been doing it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's really a no-brainer. That's where they're gonna make their money at.
All right, so we're gonna move into a few movie topics. All right, so it says like they feel as though the Spiderverse, where all the former Spider-Man is too soon, but hey, it's already in effect and being talked about.
I mean,
yeah, they had a watch party.
There you
go. And some of the producers was on it, and that all of the Spider-Man could do like a cameo, but the producers of Sony said it was too soon, but they didn't say they wasn't going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are. But I think how they're trying to do it, I think they're just trying to build it up, just like they build up Infinity War. But I hope they don't lose. Well, they're not going to lose because everybody's going to go. Still wants to see Marvel movies.
Yeah, I don't really think they're gonna lose. I mean, it's just, what is the long-term plan for Spider-Man? Like, is this supposed to be a trilogy? What is it supposed to be? What is right. Legit, no pun intended, but what is the end game for this particular Spider-Man franchise? Like, what are we headed toward with everything that's going on? Because in the background, as it stands right now, from Homecoming to Far From Home, there's really no underlining plot that's being pieced together to an end game. So 3 is gonna have to start the first step of that, because 1 and 2, it's all connected to MCU. It's nothing has to do with whatever they're trying to plan.
But Iron Man started out the same way though.
Yeah, but they kind of
But from the jump with Iron Man, Nick Fury came and talked to him in the first Iron Man.
No, that was the second one.
It wasn't even with. So when I went back and rewatched a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's right. Incredible Hulk was really the place where Marvel plays. There's a ton. If y'all go back and there's so many Easter eggs in Incredible Hulk that were being dropped for everything. It's Wolverine is in there. Wolverine Easter eggs are in there. I think I told y'all last week with the whole thing with Thunderbolt Ross. He's in this current timeline, he's already Red Hulk because he drank that same green drink that his blood fell in back in the original Incredible Hulk. So there's a lot of stuff that's already done took place. We just, of course, we haven't seen it play out on screen yet and stuff like that. But with with Spider-Man, I mean, do you really? I mean, because Into the Spider-Verse with the different Spider, that's kind of their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I kind of get we want it in a live action form, but are the Spider-Man franchise, like the past, is it great enough to
bring it to this fold?
Warrant to bring them in, or is it just gonna be just?
I mean, except for Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man pretty much held his own.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield was played by bad villains. Okay. He
Pretty
was a
much.
good Spider-Man.
He was a good Spider-Man. He just had bad villains.
In a convoluted villain storyline that made absolutely no sense of why this dude was Green Goblin. Anyway.
Made no sense of why Jamie Foxx of all people.
I didn't have a problem with him being. It's just the way, the version and the way they wanted to go about and how he was looking as Shocker. That's the only thing that's kind of part of the problem.
Shocker. Electro,
my bad. They all do this. This Spider-Man's fault for having two villains that do the same damn thing.
Pretty much. My thing is, like, a lot of people...
In the same series. That was crazy.
Like, my thing is this right here.
Captain Cold, Killer Frost. Same thing.
Yeah, but I really feel like with Spider-Man, I'm glad they explored the Vulture. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah.
I'm glad they went on and did Mysterio.
Yeah.
It's time you bring in Rhino, Tombstone, Hobgoblin, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it's Craven. I keep hearing it's Craven.
Like, okay, yeah, Craven the Hunter also. And with this Morbius movie finna come out, like, that's the dude that's who the villain should it be. Because before Morbius turned into a good guy, he was a Spider-Man villain.
Mm-hmm. He was an anti-hero.
Because Felicia Hardy, him and Peter was out to the same piece of tail for a minute. Because when Mary Jane started messing with Harry, that's when Peter turned his attention toward Felicia. Mm-hmm. Well, Mary Jane was getting around. Flash.
Bro,
Harry.
But you think about it, bro. So was Peter. Peter had how many girlfriends?
Because Peter was a hoe too.
Because Amazing Spider-Man, a lot of people don't know this. That whole show that was year one of Spider-Man.
Yeah, Gwen was pretty much.
That boy had like 5 girlfriends in 1 year.
And Mary Jane was his next door neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So
I guess he had see Peter had the Urkel syndrome. See, Peter was peeking across the fence looking at Mary Jane, but she just wanted to be his friend. See, it wasn't until he turned to Spider-Man and got a little bit muscular, the muscles got big, that she started noticing. I'm just saying. Think about it. He always been a nerd. He just got even smarter with the spider man, when the spider bit him. But he always been like a genius. You know what I'm saying? So Gwen was also like a genius. So they clicked. Yep. Felicia, you know what I'm saying? He was working at the Hardy Foundation after he became Spider-Man. Was attracted to him. Like, Mary Jane and Felicia were the chicks he wasn't supposed to get.
Yeah. Yep, sure. All right.
He was the fat chick in school. Then nobody want to holler at until BBWs came in the style.
Oh my god! All right. So Warner Brothers is putting a hold on SuperGirl to do another Superman movie with Henry Cavill. First of all, I didn't know they was even going to be doing a Supergirl movie. And secondly, what the hell happened to the Batgirl movie?
Mm-hmm. They just axed that. He just axed it out.
Damn all that. What up with this Nightwing or
Don't you say it. Don't you freaking say it.
No.
Red Hood.
No, don't you finna go put your tinfoil hat on and talking about Batman Beyond.
Or Batman Beyond movie.
What happened to that Blue Beetle that was in production?
Because Twinkle Toes don't want to work the hell out. He don't want to pump up because he don't want to set some type of standard.
Who are you talking about? Who's Twinkle Toes?
You know
who the hell Twinkle Toes is.
Who?
Edward.
Twilight.
The mother freaker from Twilight, the vampire from Twilight. Couldn't even-
Oh,
the
okay.
pale-
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I just
How
kind
you
of like
play?
this.
You want to play Batman but don't want to work out.
But then you got
Come
pictures
on.
of but then you got pictures of Ben Affleck floating around like he's in the best shape of his life. It's like it's like really y'all gonna do
Come
that?
on, dude.
The Ben Affleck
Henry
did it.
Cavill just played The Witcher. He's in shape. He can go and be Superman. Even though I don't want to see Henry Cavill be nobody but The Witcher now. But he's in the right shape to go play Superman.
Yeah. Aside
Bro,
from the
you wear a $1.05 soaking wet.
Aside
With
from-
books on top of your shoulders.
aside from the booty chin, Henry Cavill, man. But yeah. Wow, what a segue. Twilight sequel is in the works called Midnight Sun Edward's Perspective. Great timing, guys. Great
Burn the
timing.
whole industry.
Luckily,
Burn the whole industry.
luckily, it's just a book. It's just the book.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
not a
a movie.
movie.
Okay.
Man, a movie coming with that.
No, that man don't want to do that.
That's why,
He don't want to do that.
that's why he don't want to bulk up. He trying to go get some more of that. What's the girl name?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't do it.
What's the girl name in Twilight?
Let it go. Let it go.
I
Stop.
don't know, dude. I
Isabella?
don't know.
Bella,
Yeah, he trying to go be back with Bella.
if they ever do another Twilight, they just need to just do it on the kids, on the offspring, and be done.
Yeah. All right. Swamp Thing.
Twinkle
Season
Toes. What's
1.
his real name?
Robert.
Oh, Robert.
Robert
Pattinson.
Patterson.
Yeah.
I hope you. I really hope this gets to you. You're trash.
Oh wow.
All right, man. Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing is coming to the CW this fall. So with everything being pushed back because of COVID-19, like production for a lot of the CW TV shows, Swamp Thing season 1 will be coming to the CW because mysteriously it got canceled on DC Universe for some apparent reason, and it was really, really good. So that's coming. Along with that as well. They announced a lot of shows this past week for CW. So Superman and Lois is a show that's coming. I'm kind of like,
So they be doing Lois.
Ugh.
They be doing Lois and Clark.
Ugly Superman. Yeah, but
That ain't gonna last long.
we got a show
Dean
coming.
Cain was a better Superman than this dude.
We got
Yeah, that is true.
we got a show coming called Kung Fu, which I have an inkling feeling that it may be like a female version, like Kung Fu: The Legend Continues. That used to come on TNT. I really hope it is, man. We'll see.
Ooh, boy. I ain't gonna even get on to that. That was supposed to be Bruce Lee's show.
Oh, we're gonna keep going. StarGirl, I think, has already aired already. I think one episode. I think.
As
It
it,
must be trash because we ain't talked about it. Y'all ain't even watched it.
No, I think it may be at the. No, somebody was mentioned it to me. I don't think it's here yet because that show is supposed to be on HBO Max and DC Unit. It's supposed to hit like CW, HBO Max, and a bunch of stuff like consecutive, like day after one another. We're gonna get Barrio's and Tink's opinion on this Bad Boy Taco. We kind of talked about this last night, but real quick, something I caught. I don't know. Is anybody watching Batwoman like currently at all?
Riario looks say no. I'm
Okay.
sorry, he really just had the what's her name, the Kerry Washington teeth look.
Okay, so I was going through CW app, right, and I came across a little clip. Like it wasn't a clip, it wasn't a full. It was just like a screenshot still. I think Hush is on the show, and which makes me really want to go watch it now.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this because I saw face wraps, and I know his character. I know the guy that's playing his character showed up early in the season, and then in his later episode, I see what looks like Hush, and I'm like, okay, I want to watch this.
All right, so that means I need to get on the fire stick tomorrow.
Well, put it this way. I will say this though: if you can get through everything before Crisis, the show picks up because I was all watching when I'm actually after the episodes after Crisis. The show gets really good after Crisis because there's something that happens. I put it this way: have you seen the beginning of the show at all to know what it's about?
Yeah, I watched every episode up until Crisis.
Okay, so I'll tell you. I'll go ahead and tell you. It's not really too much of a spoiler. Her real sister comes back, and there's two.
Her real sister is Alice.
No, there's a doppelganger because the worlds are merged, and now she has to make the decision: is it to get rid of Alice or her real sister? They're both there at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's why.
That's right. The worlds did merge at the Crisis.
It gets really good. And she has to figure out which. Trust me, it gets good. So yeah. Okay. Last topic of the night. So we talked about Bad Boys. Go check out After Credits. It's gonna be a show that we're gonna be doing more often. Bonus content. It's gonna be more in relation to TV shows and movies. So if that's your thing and you like hearing us talk about that type of stuff, check out After Credits. It'll have its own separate feed soon, but you can always get it on the main Nerfo feed because that's what this last night's episode is on. So go check it out. We talk about we review Bad Boys 3, give our opinions on that. But there was a topic that we talked about that came from tonight's show on there already. We kind of already gave up our, but we want to get Tinks and Briario's input on this possible spinoff of Bad Boys, maybe, possibly, with Gabrielle Union and Jessica Alba. I don't think Alba's going to do it. She's making too much honest money. But anyway, go ahead.
I want to know what Briario drinking at the Guntley Cup.
It's
because his whole mood changed. He looking like Nelly was last night on the Versus.
But my take on the spinoff. So I'm not understanding why Gabrielle's character is being kind of pushed out the spotlight when it's supposedly supposed to be about her. Jessica Alba had no...
She ain't in the Bad Boys universe yet.
Exactly. But she's the main star of this spinoff from Bad Boys 3. I mean, from Bad Boys. That really struck kind of like a...
You know what it is?
Me.
I know what it is?
I know what it is.
Well, that too, but this will be Jessica Alba's first movie in how long?
Super long time.
Well, it's not. Well, it's a TV show. It's not going to be a movie.
Oh, okay.
This is a TV show?
Yeah, this is a TV
this will be her first acting
Fox.
gig. This will be her first acting gig in how long?
Look,
Fantastic Four? Or Spy Kids?
No.
Look, man. Jessica Alba's making too much of that good, honest baby money to be trying to do a freaking TV show with her $17 wipes. Anyway.
And what, makeup line? I thought she had a makeup line or something like that.
Yeah, that's what she's been doing. That's what she's been doing the entire time. So I don't think, I really, like I said last night, I don't think it's no validity to this rumor at all. I think it's literally legit that a rumor. I don't think it's anything. It's going to be a Bad Boys 4, but it ain't going to have them in it.
But yeah, this is supposed to be it's set in LA and they're headlining Jessica Alba, then shadowing Gabrielle Union. If anything, I would put Gabrielle as the star because it's based off of her character
right.
from the Bad Boys universe.
Right.
So shouldn't we be be putting the spotlight up on Gabrielle?
Right. Because that's what we know.
Exactly. That's who we know.
Yeah.
Because her name was Sydney.
Yeah.
And,
she was
Bad
Mark
Boys
Lawrence's sister.
Yeah, exactly.
That's who you should be focusing on. She's trying to make it on her own out in LA, not trying to colorize it.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna say that.
All right,
because you're leading it off like that.
I don't think you got nothing to say. You too much in that cup right now.
What you got in that cup? A couple of cans of whoop ass.
I'm not trying. I want to.
Don't snap your finger now.
Mm-mm.
Hold on. I want to talk about the bonus show for after credits. There's a show that I really want y'all to watch, so we can give an opinion on it. Cause
Boy, that boy drunk. I'm telling y'all need to see this boy.
We gonna end the show before he says something outlandish.
Exactly.
Wait, for real.
What's the name of the show?
Little Fires Everywhere.
It must be an Amazon show.
No, with Kerry Washington.
Oh, my wife watched that. Yeah, I put her on that show and I ain't even watch it. She said it was good.
And I know that's one of the episodes. Another episode that if I can get y'all to watch it, we can get into.
Well, Brario, you can always jump on after credits with anybody else that watches it and just.
I mean, we all don't have to be on there.
Yeah, we all. That's a show we all don't have to be on.
Because I'm pretty sure it's not nothing I want to watch.
I can't. Kerry Washington got to give me more faces than what she be doing.
Oh,
like I need Kerry Washington from I Think I Love My Wife.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. All right,
I need Nikki back.
We're gonna wrap this issue of Nerd Flow podcast. This is a wrap for issue 135. We will catch you guys on next week, issue 136. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
We out of here. Peace.
Hello.
All right. Hey, who all done watched